Hello everyone, my name is Professor Maidenberg. Today we'll be starting a chemical engineering module. At the end of this module, you will be hopefully able to evaluate for yourselves whether or not chemical engineering is right for you. I will be introducing several concepts that are crucial to the chemical engineering field, and together we will develop some of understanding of what it means to be a chemical engineer. Before I delve into what chemical engineering is, a major caveat for the entirety of engineering is product design. And we will be discussing product design in detail today, but it is important for you to understand that all engineering fields are concerned with product design. And product design in general is driven by fundamentals that we develop in science and mathematics classes that we take in the beginning portions of our careers, and then towards later portions of the engineering curriculum, uh, we are taking classes that are built upon these fundamental courses. And when we go out in the field and try to design products, we use the concepts and fundamentals we developed in undergraduate to do just that. Uh, so, uh, what constitutes a product really depends on what kind of engineer you're speaking with. A civil engineer will be mostly concerned with large structures, such as bridges or roller coasters or buildings and things like that. Whereas computer engineers, maybe they're interested in softwares uh, uh, and and computer parts and whatever it is that they do. Chemical engineers are fortunate to be working in a variety of industries, and so our products really are dictated by what industry we are working for. We will talk about the variety of industries in a little bit in a slide or two, but for the moment, just bear in mind that whatever the final product is, we have to design it from conception to the consumer picking it up at the store and even storing it at their house. We're concerned with every single portion of the product from beginning to end, including after the consumer has discarded the product. Well, what do we do as chemical engineers in general? Like I said, we work in a variety of fields, but we all have some commonalities. We need to design a final product and allow for its mass production. So uh, we have a product in mind that we want to have. We will design the materials they're going into the production of this product. Then we have to scale up this process, and then we would have to allow that to be produced on a massive scale to the whole country, so that any consumer, any individual consumer, can pick up this product and use it. Uh, Today, I want to focus on product design specifically and what that means. But I don't want you to think that scale up and mass production are negligible. They're very important portions of our field, and so we will discuss them briefly. Well, I promised to tell you what chemical engineers work. We have a variety of fields. I probably am not touching upon all of them, but I'm definitely touching on the major ones today. Uh, a big portion of chemical engineers work for consumer products. So specifically, we will discuss. Let's focus on for this particular moment on Dove soap made by Unilever. As an engineer hired by Unilever, you are concerned with understanding uh, how to create this Dove soap. So the synthesis of it, you're not necessarily concerned with the actual synthetic root of it. That's a chemist's job. But you need to understand how this soap is made. Then you need to understand how to make this mass production and send it all over the country. Figure out the packaging that's required, what kind of temperature to hold it in so that it doesn't degrade while it's going to the store. Once the consumer picks it up, is it okay for the consumer to put it in their closet, or is it going to degrade? Things like that. So you're concerned again from inception to the end. At the end of the day, is this safe to go down our drains, or is this going to be in violation of some regulations in some states? So you need to understand that as well. And as chemical engineers, you have the the tools required chemically and physically to be able to discuss these things. So consumer products, one major hiring force in chemical engineering. Um, Another one is big oil, and classically that has been where chemical engineers gravitated towards, and petroleum engineering was sort of born out of that. So companies like ExxonMobil, BP, Chevron, and ConocoPhillips, they hire chemical engineers. And they're probably the major hiring force of chemical engineering out there today. They hire engineers to understand how to take the oil out of the ground, and then how to separate the different portions of oil. Because when you get oil out of the ground, it's not just usable right away. You have to refine it. You have to maybe add some additives to it so that it lasts longer and things like that. So again, from from the very beginning of it, which is from the ground, you have to understand how to take it out, how to send it out to the whole country, and how to make sure that when the consumers are using it, it's not degrading on them. It's not nothing is happening to that. Big pharma is also a big deal out there, and companies as you can see here like Pfizer and Lilly, which are concentrated mostly in the northeastern United States. They hire chemical engineers to be able to develop drugs for them. And this is something that's a little different from others, where, of course, chemical engineers can actually get involved with the synthesis of these drugs if they want to. But again, it's not classically what chemical engineers do. We are more concerned with the mass production of these medications. And how to make sure that they don't degrade, how to make sure that they get to the right places in the body, how to make sure that within the body they don't degrade en route to, let's say, the liver, so it doesn't dissolve in the blood, it doesn't get to the liver on time. How does it clear the body and things like that? So over here you have some biological overlap as well, whereas we treat the body itself, the chemistry of the body itself, into understanding how our product performs. Then we have the big chemical companies, which, for example, DuPont, the original makers of nylon, or Dow Chemicals. These companies are less well known to the average American, but they are very much uh, intertwined into our lifestyle. They make products that are used by other companies. For example, the car companies uh, are very much reliant upon DuPont and Dow to create polymeric materials for them to be used in anti-shatter glass and things like that. The military is very much concerned with these companies as well, as they develop things that could help them as well. Some of these companies actually reach out to the consumers directly, and for example, Reynolds wraps that we use for food storage is a direct product of some of these chemical companies.